The lateral surface of skull is mainly formed by the parietal bone at the back and frontal bone at the front. And there is also a smaller contribution from the squamous part of occipital bone. Here lies the squamous part of occipital bone. In head and neck, you will find many bones which have squamous as well as petrous parts. The squamous means thin or flat and regular, and the petrous means dense and hard. सो एक ही बोन अगर है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल टेम्पोरल बोन है, उसके स्क्वेमस पार्ट है, जिस तरह ये आप देखेंगे टेम्पोरल बोन का स्क्वेमस पार्ट है और अंदर उसके बेस ऑफ स्कल पे उसका पीट्रस पार्ट मिलेगा जो कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा डेंस और हार्ड होगा. So, lateral aspect of skull is formed by frontal bone at the front, parietal bone at the back, and a small contribution from the occipital bone as well. The main part of the lateral aspect is formed by squamous part of temporal bone, the zygomatic arch of temporal bone, the mastoid process of temporal bone, and the styloid process of the temporal bone. Here, the position of external acoustic meatus is important as it lies beneath the ramus. Zygomatic arch या zygomatic process of temporal bone के नीचे lie करती है behind the mandibular fossa. Then there is also a smaller contribution from sphenoid bone, which is the greater wing of the sphenoid, which also contributes a little in the lateral aspect of the skull. This is the greater wing of sphenoid. Here comes the face. इसके बारे में हम बात नहीं करेंगे. There is a point called a stereon at which the greater wing of sphenoid and anterior-inferior corner of parietal bone connects with each other. Anterior-inferior part of parietal bone and greater wing of sphenoid connects to each other. This point is called a stereon. This is the weakest point at the lateral aspect of the skull, and it is very prone to trauma. It is also important because here lies the anterior division of middle meningeal artery and vein. So whenever there is injury to this part, first of all, it could easily break because it is a weak part. Secondly, it can bleed profusely due to middle meningeal artery rupture. From the zygomatic process of the frontal bone,